leading Indian industrialists felt the need that India has arguably world-class institutes of engineering and management in the IITs and IIMs. But the country as of now does not really have a world-class full-service university in the tradition of Oxford, Cambridge, Stanford, Harvard, etc. And if you look at these universities started by building out faculty of economics, sociology, the sciences, and then the applied management and engineering came later. So, India currently, although there are some projects like Ashoka and Kriya that have started, India does not have any full service university in the top 200 universities in the world. So this was one clear gap. The industrialists who came together, many of them were past presidents of the Confederation of Indian Industries. There is Naushad Forbes, who heads Forbes Marshall. There is Farhad Forbes, who is a co-founder of Forbes Marshall. There is Meher Padavji, who heads Thermax. Satish Reddy of Dr. Reddy's Labs, Nadir Godrej of Godrej Industries, Chris Gopalakrishnan, one of the co-founders of Infosys. We also have Bharat Puri, the managing director of Pidilite. A couple of academics, Ashok Mishra, who was the director of IIT Bombay, and Pankaj Chandra, who was the director of IIM Bangalore. All of them have come together to build a world-class university for the country. And this is a world-class full-service university which will have the arts and the sciences, and it will be multidisciplinary. Some of the principles of this university, one of the first principles we are talking about is admissions which are merit-based and need-blind. Over a period of time, we would like to have a cohort of students that is representative of the geographic and economic diversity of India. What merit-based and need-blind means that if you are a talented student who makes it to Ashoka on merit and you do not have the capacity to pay, we will pay for you. We have budgeted up to 50% of our students studying on scholarship. There are full scholarships, there are 80% scholarships, there are 50% scholarships. As part of this, we are working with NGOs to reach out to students from economically underprivileged backgrounds who demonstrate merit. And when we say merit, we are expanding the definition of merit. So somebody who is coming from an IB school and has got 99%, and somebody from a municipal school who has got 85%, they may be similar in merit because their opportunities and availability of the best education have been very different. So how do you reach out to that 85% student and help them to develop and come into that cohort? So we are reaching out to NGOs. We will start doing it early. We started this process a year back in terms of reaching out and identifying these students. Also, our definition of merit. When we admit students, we are looking for marks. We will look at your 10th standard marks, but we will also look at your marks in your best cluster. So for instance, if you want to do English literature, we will look at your marks in the languages and the related subjects so that we are looking at what you are good at. Secondly, there are 3 human qualities we are looking at: hunger to learn, resilience, and curiosity. For these, we are allowing students to write essays in multiple languages. So we are not confounding your English ability with your choice of subject. And there will be an interview to assess this. So one part of it is that through outreach, we want to access the talent of India. We have seen in cricket that when the cricketers start coming from all over the country, the team starts doing really well. Similarly, we think that if we are truly able to access the talent of India, we may have the best cohort in the country. So this is one clear thing. The second is that when you look at subjects like management and engineering, you will find that internships or industry exposure is part of the curriculum. When you look at degrees like economics, mathematics, sociology, English literature, often you can do a degree with little or no reality check. One of the things we are saying, and we have an MOU, a formal MOU with the Confederation of Indian Industry, is that each student will do an immersion for 1 month in social sector, 1 month in government sector, 1 month in corporate, and then they will choose a partner. Then they will choose a sector. In that sector, they will do a 5-month internship. Already before we start, we have 19 partners signed up from internship. By next year, we intend to have 100 partners signed up. First year, we'll have a cohort of 100 students. The idea of this is give students a lot of opportunities for internship and a lot of opportunities for jobs, so that jobs are not something they have to worry about. Because if jobs are not something they have to worry about, then they can focus on learning. They don't really know what they want to study. They might tell you what they want to study, but that is dictated by what their parents have told them, or what their peers have told them, or what they think will make them more money. So in our case, we have a 16-month foundation program. You do not have to decide your major for the first 16 months. You can start your undergraduate program, get an admission, do the foundation, and decide after the foundation. Now, post the foundation, again, we are allowing you a lot of choice in terms of crafting your choices. So you could combine computer science with history and then do a minor in innovation. So a lot of flexibility of curriculum. The idea is that through the foundation, can you enable students to really know themselves and really choose choices that suit them when they make those kind of choices. Often that teacher did not touch your life in the classroom, but through a conversation outside the classroom. As part of our culture, our faculty will spend time with students beyond the classroom in small groups, because those conversations are very important. The second is that, there is this thing that when you talk about teaching, what percentage of teaching should be teaching the subject? What percentage should be creating curiosity about the subject? There is a saying, people love to learn, but hate to be taught. Initially, people like seekhte bhalobase, but that doesn't mean they like to sit in a classroom and so rote learning is what destroys a lot of interest in learning. How can you create a pedagogy which is two-way, where questions are more important than answers, where examinations are more applied, and where nurturing the curiosity of the child. So we will get a lot of leaders from different sectors to come in and have conversation, adda in the evening with senior leaders, and the leaders will not make presentations, will not use PowerPoint, the students will ask questions. So nurturing the curiosity. Then through these internships and projects and a lot of industry relevant learning, students will do things, they will make mistakes. And when they make mistakes, they will learn that it is okay to fail. And then through projects, they will see that what they learn in the classroom can be applied and make some difference. They will build a confidence. So care, curiosity, confidence. And finally through internship, they will have careers. And when we say careers, we are not just talking about the first job or about the salary. That today when people start a job, many of us will have 5 different careers in our lifetime. People change careers multiple times. So the ability to learn is something that we are talking about. The ability to reflect, the ability to learn is also something that we are talking about. Let me stop here.
Emphasis on understanding India. We are also saying that India has certain unique challenges, right? And if you understand India well and understand these challenges well, then you have an ability to address these kinds of challenges anywhere in the world. So, as part of the foundation program, we will have a focus on understanding unique problems, where there will be a 7-day workshop, for example, on water, on sustainability, on energy and so on, where they will learn to apply the learnings from multiple disciplines. So we are also saying that students will be exposed to what we call as grand challenges. These are challenges that are very important for India but also for the world. So things like climate change, net zero, sustainability, educational access for all, healthcare. These are things on which there will be a lot of emphasis, not just from the university but from the founders as well. The founders are very strongly invested in addressing these challenges in their individual capacities, through their companies and through the many organizations that they patronize. Right? So, because of this focus on grand challenges, on understanding India, the founders have been emphasizing from the beginning that we want to understand development issues. It's not just an educational university, we're providing a space for learning. It will produce leaders who will address important developmental challenges for India, policy challenges for India, and so on. And so, the pedagogy that we are designing will be interdisciplinary in nature. So the faculty who will teach, the flexibility in choosing subjects across different domains, and the way in which every subject is taught, there will be interdisciplinarity reflected in all this. because we believe that every problem that real world problem that we face requires us to understand that problem from multiple perspectives, multiple lenses and multiple